Hello, my name is Nicholas, and thank you for checking out my video. As requested, I wanted to talk about two courses I am currently completing, but under two different majors. For example, exercise science and nutrition and dietetics. Now, the first class is science of nutrition and exercise, which is under nutrition and dietetics, and the other one is called aerobic conditioning activities, which is under the exercise science human performance. Now, they're both common because they deal with exercise and human performance, usually with an athlete, different training methods. The turning point of what makes or breaks a course is not necessarily the course itself, but it's the professor. And I want to make sure I hit on this, and maybe we can have an understanding. For my nutrition and exercise course, I have an excellent professor who takes the time to do research, prepares, and knows what to do when coming in. Now, for the aerobic conditioning activities, the professor I have is just not good at guiding students, not an inspiration, is more judgmental in some ways, very difficult to communicate one-on-one with. And without guidance, how is one supposed to progress? The answer would be that student may not. Now, I'll focus a little bit more on the nutrition and exercise class in another video because that class deserves another video where I can just talk and just share what I've learned, and I'm actually really thankful and appreciative. But now, relating to the aerobic conditioning activities, the one thing that really disappoints me about this is that I'm actually paying for a course to where the instructor is just not quite up to the standard. For example, we were talking about the heart as a muscle, but spent very little time really going into detail of the physiology. And one thing I dislike is when an instructor tells me, well, you'll learn about this in another class. This is the perfect class because a lab comes with it, and we're doing interval training, and this is so interrelated that a professor should spend at least 35 minutes on the physiology and the circulatory system instead of 3 minutes, 4 minutes tops on the heart. I was so disappointed. And on metabolism, glycolysis. I mean, I sat there in the back of the classroom. I'm like, this is what people are paying for? This is all you have to offer? I was just so disappointed. I don't even want to go to the class. I'm like, why am I wasting my money when I could just go home, pull up a crappy PowerPoint, and read off of it? Anyone could read and talk off of a PowerPoint. It takes much more effort to be able to explain and guide students to learn. Like I mentioned in a previous video, I'm a tutor. And basically my job, if I opened a book or put on a PowerPoint and read off of it, how is that going to help the student? I actually design my PowerPoints, by the way. So I make sure that student knows something before moving on. Oh, I just feel so bad for these poor students who are taking this class because they are wasting so much money. And a lot of the things that we are learning in this class, I don't know if it's outdated, but I could never. Maybe it's my misunderstanding of how she's presenting it. I don't know. But it's not something you could present to your clients. We're doing this short-term, long-term goals, and it really deals with what I've been doing over the years. It's like you set a goal and you have to reach it, but you have to reach it within a certain period of time, and etc. You want to know what this professor said during lecture to all these students? This is the only time you can ask me questions concerning this. Do you believe that? You have these students who are paying all this money and they cannot contact you during office hours and get assistance? If I was tutoring somebody and told them that, I don't know if I would have that clientele. I just wonder, how does this person train people? And it just goes back to having an incompetent instructor, one who is either disinterested or stupid. One or the two. Probably both. I don't know. But I got to the point where I said, man, I have to do something, because I felt so bad for the classmates that are taking this class. So that is the difference. For those of you who are watching, if you're looking to attend a university, first impressions are an everlasting one. Sometimes it's not accurate, but in times it could be. So make sure you document what goes on in your class, especially if you know your instructor's not doing the right thing. Whether you're 2 years, 4 years in, it really does not matter, because at the end of the day, or at the end of the semester, you paid for that. And that individual should be held accountable for not doing his or her job. So thank you for checking out this video. Stay safe, and always take the measure to educate yourself. Don't always listen to what people say because they have a degree. Peace.